You guys, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Mr. Wolfie. In this video, we will be doing a breakdown of the Boo-ond series, or the Boo-ond Spirits series, mini-series. And this is a series that, if I get it wrong, then the creator will shoot me down. So, I'll try to explain what it's about first. On my perspective of things, not to spoil too much of course, but I'll give you like a brief over. So the Boo-ond miniseries, guys, is basically about a detective that, well, not a detective, but a ghost hunter that goes on like journeys to find missing cases, unsolved cases, and just weird things in certain areas where there might be ghost activity or paranormal activity in the areas. And throughout the episodes, it's a new case. Episode 1 was I forgot what it was called. Anyway, there is many episodes in this series. I'm not going to say how many, but there are a lot more to come. So, within this series, guys, I filmed. I've already filmed episode 2, which will be the breakdown of this video. Yeah, I'm going to miss this when it's over. October, guys, for me right now is very busy. So, yeah, I'm officially involved in this series to an extent. Tuxdeo Cat Productions has made the story, made the structure, and the first episode was filmed by his mate Jack, who's a fellow actor within his projects and a good friend of his. I've got a chance to have a little chat with him, not in person just yet, but we'll be meeting soon. Big fan of his work within the projects. He's a talented guy. That being said, in episode 2, I was lucky enough to take that role of the camera guy, the camera Jemiah character, and it was an honour. It's probably something that I'll never forget. So I have done like live action projects before, but it wasn't to this extent. I never actually finished a project like this in this form. As you know, guys, over here I do a lot of content, but it's usually animation, because that's what I've grown to learn. But I am learning as I go along with live action stuff as well. So good. Please check this out. It will be a link in the description below to episode 1 and 2 and the trailer. And obviously it will be the link to future episodes when they get posted. So, before we dive into this, I'd like to note that on the channel, if you've seen on the YouTube short feed that I've uploaded a reanimation of my Lion King introduction Circle of Life video, it was because for a long time those videos were copyrighted and I didn't know how to fix it, but with the help of YouTube Shorts, I managed to upload it in segments and keep the audio intact. So I've made a separate playlist specifically for copyrighted fixed issues. So any content that I've created in the past that is copyrighted and I've fixed will be in a copyrighted fixed playlist. So, okay, that down, let's get into this. So before, I was a bit skeptical because I wasn't sure if we'd work together really well. Considering we're good friends, of course, I didn't really think cats and wolves got along. I should say cats and dogs don't really get along, So, but it surprised me. We think alike, we brainstorm alike, and things we don't agree on is totally fine, because what we do then is we work with each other's visions, respect each other's boundaries, and we bring it all together as a team. So, yeah, let's break this down and then we can go into other things to end the video. Alright. This t-shirt seems too big for me now. I don't know why I'm wearing it. I just found it, so I just thought, chuck it on. I do need a smaller size though. Alright, let's get into this.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Well, we are back for case 2, my fellow boobies. So no nickname? Really? Whatever, cut it. From the top. So, I bet you're wondering why we're in a parking lot. Well, you stupid sexy son of a bitch, this is where the ghost is. And honestly, we don't know too much about it, but we know that people have been finding creepy shit, there's a horrible leak, and there's money to be made. Let's go. So, already, car parking lots are one of the
Okay. So, believe it or not, there's quite a bit to unpack within that 30-second bit of the video, okay? So, the first segment, the first shot, the camera that he gave me, it's not like a phone camera, it's an actual camera recorder, and I didn't know how to zoom in. I didn't know how to zoom in. So I kept turning it off and on, thinking it was the right way to zoom in, but it would turn it off, you know, the lens. So we did that like 3 times, I think. And between cars in the background of the car park, it was hell. You know, we said to each other, you know, should they do this on purpose, just to mess with us, you know? And I don't blame him for thinking that, because it does seem like that quite a lot, and it did seem like that in the future ones that I'm involved in, and it's annoying. But yeah, I did that 3 times. A couple of times I didn't zoom in properly, I didn't do it properly in my first actual time working with him, like on the live action. He is involved in that animation, the story of the Mystic Wolfie Part 1 and 2. He is voicing some characters along with his girlfriend and her friend, and myself included, along with other people. But now he's that much involved in the animation now that he's got credit for his work. Obviously, I do that anyway, but for the whole animation as a whole, I made the story. I've made everything that you see in the world. So I'm the creator of the project, but he's the producer of it as well. So he's provided the resources, the voice acting, a dynamic between a certain character and characters. So I've got most of the dynamic done, but between let's say Alex, Steve, that was a bit of input from him as well. So Tuxdeo Cat Productions is a big part of the animation coming, so they are officially the producers of the animation. So I'm really excited about that. I'm grateful, of course. You know, without them, the animation itself, the remake, wouldn't be a thing today. So it's really important. So yeah, the next shot, you know, we're talking about the leak. That was a real leak, by the way. I was recording another take of that same scene. That scene took about 2 more times to perfect, and there was a leak above my head from the car park roof ceiling. It kept dripping down. The whole lot was chipped away with paint, and then the water was seeping through, and it was not getting on the camera, but I was really scared of it, so I moved out of the way for that 2nd time, and it unfortunately dropped on his hand. And you know what? Praise for him. He went with it in character, and yeah, it's good that he can he's flexible around faults, you know. So it's it adds to it, man. It adds to it. Praise to him. So yeah, there's a lot more coming, so let's get into this.
So, already, car parking lots are one of the creepiest locations in the world.
That one was.
And that's said by me, so you know it's true.
It was really creepy though.
Jeremiah, get a shot on that.
Yeah.
No Ouija board. Now, shut at me, Jeremiah. If that doesn't tell you that this place is haunted, well, nothing will. This will make our job a lot easier. Come on, Jeremiah. Don't be such a wuss. This is our job. We're ghost hunting.
Okay, so again, there's a lot to break down, guys. In this 3-minute odd video, there's a lot to break down, honestly. A few hours filming, it's going to be quite a lengthy talk. So, yeah, the bit where I showed off the Ouija board, that was the 7th take, believe it or not. Some takes I was too far away from it, so I had to like run towards it. It didn't look natural. Sometimes he messed up. That's the way I was saying, so I had to go back and do it again. But one time, a stupid car, and I remember this really well, it was just sitting there for like 5 minutes straight, revving the engine, like just keeping it on loud. And then that's what like, they're doing that on purpose. Surely they're doing that on purpose, you know, because we had to get out of there, you know. It was private property. It was private. It was private property. We didn't know that, of course, until we got told. They were friendly. They were really friendly about it. You know, they were not aggressive or anything. They understood what we were trying to do. We just didn't know. So, yeah. So yeah, the Ouija board. So when he says get a shot of that, which was the Ouija board, of course, off camera, look into it. There were times where I didn't pan round the board. It didn't seem right. I zoomed in on one of the takes and it wasn't fluid, you know, it wasn't flowing right. And then another take was again where I was running towards it. It didn't seem right to me, so I had to do that again. Then finally we settled on this one, which was the one we used that he picked, and it was basically me. I purposely kept him on camera for a little bit longer than I would have, because I didn't want to wait too long to get to the board. So it felt a bit more better. It was a little bit of delay, but I think it works of what is it is looking at, and then it actually looks at it in delay, like a second later of him saying look at it, meaning, well, show me, oh, and then I show it, and then it sinks in a bit. So I think it works. And that's the one we used. We felt that was the definitive one out of the lot, and I think it was. I can't argue there with him about it. So, yeah. So we've got a bit coming up again. This is the second part of this part 2. So let's get into this.
You know, I've never actually used an Ouija board before, so this is going to be a first time for all of us. What a magical moment this is going to be. Now it's time to play. You have any idea how to use this, Jeremiah? Is there a ghost? Jackpot! Okay. What else should I... How did you die? That's the golden question right there. B... O...
Okay, guys. So we couldn't figure out where to film the Ouija board scenes, but in the end we tried the upper level of the car park, and the car park, they said, yeah, you can use upstairs. So we used the floor up, the top floor, and we tried to make it work, but I kept messing up with getting a lot of license plates in the scenes, and I can't really avoid all of them. The ones that are in this will hopefully get blurred out or not focused on. So I couldn't be mad too much. But for most of the time, yeah, we kept getting scenes in with like cars and car plates and people going by. What I've noticed with this content is that it doesn't like too much people in the background. It wants it more social life, more in its own little world. Like it's all what's the word I'm looking for? More insulated, more within its own world sort of thing. So it's not too much of reality. It's more within the story. You know what I mean? Like kind of. Yeah, I think you get what I mean. I don't get what I mean. Hopefully you get what I mean. So yeah, so that was annoying. Again, another car will make. One time we tried to make a scene with a bag. I was meant to focus on the bag, and then it was meant to put it on side of this kind of concrete bit, and then get the Ouija board out, and then do the thing you just seen with the cursor and everything. It went good. We got a few good scenes, but there was a spider in like a crack of the brick. But it wasn't too sure if we wanted to do that or not. It's only a spider. But then I saw the spider and I was like, yeah, you know what? You got a good point there. Because it was like a meaty one, so I don't blame him. But yeah, there was a white car that came in. It was just like 3 foot away from us, like just staring at his phone for 5 minutes straight, not moving his car. Like, what, is he gonna move anytime soon? What's he supposed to do? Like, so we decided to move, and I suggested a little area where I live nearby, so it's local, it's really fitting for this type of episode. And we settled on it. As soon as he saw it, the entrance to it, he was like, "This is it. This is it. This is where it should be." Like a happy moment. Like it was meant to be moment. So, filmed this bit. I'm not going to tell you how we did the Ouija board. That's a secret. If you can figure it out, then praise to you. But I'm not telling you. If he wants to tell you, then that's fine by him. But for my safety, I'm not telling you. I wish I could, but I don't think I will. So yeah, we're getting into the finale of the episode, and this is where it kicks off the future episodes to come. So let's watch this last bit, and then I'll break down the final bit, and then to see where we are.
So if we've learned anything today, Ouija boards aren't helpful. Cut the camera.
All right. So, yeah, so that was good. I wasn't expecting that. Well, I kind of did. I saw the fake blood in the bag. I thought I won't mention it just yet. But as we were walking to the location, I was like, "You got fake blood in your bag?" And he was like, "How did you know that?" I was like, "Well, I saw a bottle in there. I didn't think it was your water, because you had your water on you. So I was thinking that was." And it was we're doing a scene at the end where I cough up blood and stuff. I thought, oh, okay, this is a bit of a surprise. So hopefully it was a bigger surprise it was to me finding out when you watched that, because it worked a lot for me. So I that take of when he coughed up the blood was the first take. He told me to pan up when he starts covering his mouth, and then try and like go back with the camera with a bit of terror, a bit of fear, confusion. I did that, but it was a bit too much. It was a bit too close up to the blood, and I was meant to pan out and kind of rotate upwards with the camera and then try and get a good view of everything that's going off. The second time I did that, but I think I was too far away, so I think he just focused on the blood element of the first take and used that. And I think it really works. I'm really happy that it worked for him, because tell you now, holding that fake blood in your mouth isn't pleasant that I've seen. I love the stuff. I think it's brilliant for filmmaking, but he said it tasted sweet but not, so take that what you will. But yeah, we've got some good behind the scene photos and stuff like that, which I'll show right now. Yeah. So we've got some good photos there, and I can't wait to be involved in future content. And I'm gonna miss doing these little mini episodes, but I know it's not the end. It's only the beginning. You know, we'll be collabing a lot more in projects. So this is only the beginning, and I'm really liking it so far. The dynamic we have on screen, working together, it's a nice bond, and something that you'll never forget. So yeah, that's a good episode, guys. I really enjoyed doing that episode. I really enjoyed Jack's performance in episode 1, and obviously Spencer's performance as the character. There's a lot of things coming in this series, guys, that I don't want to tell you. I wish I could. But stay tuned to the Boo-ond Spirits series over on the Take two. There's a lot coming, guys. On this series, on the Boo-ond Spirits series. Please check it out on the Tuxdeo Cat Productions channel. And I've also created a playlist for those very videos, just because I'm part of it. So it's in the collab section. I put all my collaboration videos and interactions in a separate playlist group called collaborations. So along with the channel itself, because it's Tuxdeo Cat Productions, they're in my animation, and it will make sense to include their channel with the animation, because my animation will be also on his channel, because it's rightfully his and it is mine in certain ways. So yeah, man, you gotta watch the episodes, please. I'll leave a link to the channel and playlist at the end of this video. It's you'd be, oh God, I can't even. But yeah. So here is a little sneak peek of episode 3.
This is gonna be the craziest video yet. Let's go. What do you think about the race? Crime scene! So we are on the crime scene wall. I think right where we're standing is where the crime happened. I love my job.
So that was a tiny little bit of the episode 3 Boo-ond Spirits series coming. Again, I really enjoyed doing that, and I really enjoy my time doing those things. From that little sneak peek, you did see caution tape. Okay, this is proof that I was there. Yeah, he was telling me that, you know, after we did that scene and the whole thing there, he said, "Oh," I said, "What we're gonna do with this tape then? Are we gonna chuck this tape?" He says, "Yeah, I've got better stuff at home." And I was like, "No, I'll keep it. I'll keep this for memory's sake, you know." So I've kept it. I was like, "Oh, that time I did that episode," so I've kept it. Caution tape, you know, went to get that with him that day. Also, was kind enough to give me a business card. Tuxdeo Cat Productions card. It's got his very own tuxedo cat on the front there. I've seen it in person. I've seen the cat in person. Very strange seeing it in person because I've seen him on the short films, but it was like surreal seeing him in real life. But yeah, it's got his YouTube channel and Instagram, which you should scan to watch with the QR code. If you can see that, guys, I will leave it on the screen so you can see the QR code better. So we have his YouTube channel, The Evilest Mr. Shadow, which is his main channel for additional content, and Tuxedo Cat Productions is his short film content. So I'll leave those two in the description as well. So it's going to be a fantastic month, guys, for this series and for additional content that I'll be working in together, and anything beyond that will be discussed and planned if it comes around. But I really hope you enjoy the video, guys, and hopefully if there's any more news of the series that I'm involved in, I'll be sure to break it down. Alright, guys, until next time, peace.